Just making sure my microphone works. I think it's working now. Yep. Alrighty. How is everybody doing today? Let me switch over to my normal functions. Alright. Test stream. Oh, that's not right. Hold on, let me fix that. I don't remember what this one's called. There we go. Just gonna change this text to be a little more accurate. All right. Cool. Fantastic. All right. Now it's a little more accurate. Hello, everyone. How are you doing today? I just decided that I would do a little bit of a work stream today because I wanted some motivation to work on my stuff. But it's good to see everyone in the chat. Good to see everyone going well. Trying to find where I modeled a certain setting. I gotta double check here. Thank you, naturally. I appreciate that. Okay, so it was this one. Okay. God, I gotta label these things better. Thank you, Dark. Appreciate it, man. All right. Is this the finished one? I believe so, maybe? Is this everything here? I gotta give it a minute to load everything. Question, should I work on a drawing or play video games? Depends on if either of those is, like, which one of those is more important? Like, is the drawing for someone else, or is the drawing just for recreational purposes? I should get some background music up in here. Hold up. All right, let me open my Spotify real quick. What am I making? Well, today I'm going to be working on some models and environments for my FNAF 3 short film. Just because I wanted to take a little break from the carousel project that I've been working on, the FNAF 2 tape that I've been working on for a while, and kind of go back to a bigger project of mine. Right now, I'm just waiting for all the materials to load in this animation session because it is very, very, very a lot. I'm also waiting for Spotify to open so I can get us some tunes up in here. Been a good time for FNAF 2. You're telling me. I want to post a teaser on the 8th. I just still don't know what to tease. I need to do some more animation stuff first and foremost before I can really tease a lot of the stuff that I'm doing right now. I'm gonna see if I can do maybe a teaser of some sort on the 8th. I think that'd be fun. Get something out for the anniversary. May get a little attention on YouTube too if people are looking at FNAF stuff, wanting to see more people and their projects and stuff. I think that could be fun. But yeah, it's been a good time for FNAF. Been a very good time for FNAF. Very good time. Good to see you too, Unfinished Bell. You were here last stream, no? A big shout out, big thank you to everyone who did join the last stream. I really appreciated all of the support and the motivation to work on the stuff I was doing. It really helped me get back on track for this project to see some people like, kind of, I hate saying it, but just like kind of watching me and making sure I get everything done in a timely manner. It's just nice to know. Hello Jade, how are you? Who will be in the FNAF 3 short story? It might be. Now, do you mean characters or do you mean actual creators, like real people? Because I can give you the cast if you want. I can't say too much about the characters that I wrote for it, but would you make a teaser for the FNAF 2 anniversary as well? When is the FNAF 2 anniversary? Because if all goes well, I could maybe have my FNAF 2 tape out on the anniversary. When did FNAF 2 come out? What day did it come out? My Pop Goes was a W. Oh, I was meaning to play that. How was that? Was that good? I didn't hear much about it. I know it came out, but I didn't know much about it. I played Joy of Creation, though. God, that was so fun. Oh, that's my Steam. Man, Joy of Creation was a fun demo, man. Their hard work really shows, everyone who was involved. Hello, Kayla. Hi, Brittany. How are you? When did, you know what, I'll look it up. When did FNAF 2 anniversary come out? November. Oh, what day in November? Hold on, FNAF 2 anniversary. When was FNAF 2? November 11th. Ooh. I mean, that's like week of my finals for school, but like if I set it to premiere like a week in advance, I could maybe have it out by the anniversary. And honestly though, that's kind of a later push than I was intending. I was hoping to get it out in a couple weeks. If possible, I really don't know. Right now I'm working on the oh, spoilers for something else. I'm working on the storyboard for it. How am I? I am doing really good, Jade. Thank you so much. You know, let me just yank. I'm gonna pull this over here and open the actual file with hopefully without spoiling things about this project. Either project, actually. You wouldn't want to see Elizabeth Afton, would you? No, I'm kidding. Elizabeth is not in this. I don't think I'll ever have a project with Elizabeth in it, now that I think about it. Considering I'm not doing any more sister location stuff. What FNAF games did you beat? Oh, I'm not gonna go British again. That was a bet. And I didn't even get the money, so no, I'm not going British again. What FNAF games did I beat? Oh, I don't know. I mean, when they came out, I was young, so I wasn't really all about beating games as I was just like playing them and then rage quitting when I got mad. I didn't really think twice about it. Yeah. I mean, I can show a couple screenshots from the you know what? Sure, I'll show a couple screenshots that I have now. If I put this in full screen, will it show off anything bad? Don't believe so, which is good for me. I'm gonna drag this over. If I end up spoiling something, I'm gonna be very upset. I don't think anything here is a spoiler. Okay, nothing here is a spoiler. Okay, here you go. Here's a couple renders I can show. Bright, dark. I can make it a little bigger. I know it's kind of small on the stream. There you go. Here's a couple big renders. In the daylight, lights off. And then someone's right there, but I'm not going to say too much about that. And then boink. It's fun stuff. Having a lot of fun with this, man. Having a lot of fun with this. Yeah, forced perspective, you know. I really, really am enjoying doing this. I think this project is something very, very, very cool. Like, it's definitely weird. I know it's very unorthodox, but I still think people will enjoy it. I think people will enjoy that it's different, I guess. I hope people enjoy that it's different. Any hoozle. Back to this. What was I gonna work on today? Let me catch up with chat real quick. Can I go Australian? How about I not do a voice? Almost FNAF 10th anniversary. Yeah, I'm excited. Love your videos on your live stream. Thank you so much. In your opinion, which FNAF Plus character? Bro, I'm gonna be honest. I didn't like any of the FNAF Plus designs. Like, I really didn't like any of the FNAF Plus designs, to be perfectly honest. Like, I really didn't enjoy the designs from FNAF Plus all that much. I mean, they didn't really stand out for me. It really didn't feel like they stood out for me. They just kind of felt like they were just random designs, and they didn't leave as much of a lasting impact like like I feel like people wanted them to, or at least hyped them up to. I don't know. They weren't like super great in my opinion. Carousel Bonnie has seen some things. Yes, he absolutely has, and you'll see more. How did you make the mirror texture for the eyes? I just made the eyes super reflective and then spent a lot of time practicing where to put the camera and making the environment, obviously. Because for this to work, I had to structure the environment in a certain way that here's a first little like rotating test thing. Again, no, not too many spoilers, but I had to model this environment in a certain way where if the carousel was in the corner, it wouldn't like mess up the perspective. Like I would still be able to see everything. Because if it's stuck in one place for most of the tape and then starts spinning and stuff, it was a lot of complicated stuff. So I had to think about some things. Updated intro, by the way. Did a slightly updated intro for my future projects. Cleaned up the effects a bit. I can show that on stream. Yeah. I think it looks much better. I kept the sounds and everything because I've been complimented on my intro a lot, so I didn't want to mess with that too much. Okay. Today. I wanted to work on... Need help deciding should I work on a drawing? Work on a drawing, why not? What character is my fave? Withered Chica. What do you think about Eevee? Like the Eevee Plus stuff? I haven't... The Eevee Next Gen stuff? I really haven't checked on that much. I haven't really checked on that much. I've heard it's really well done and it's a lot of really innovative stuff. I've just been using Cycles for so long. I haven't really thought to check it out yet. Yeah. New intro looks good. Thank you, W intro. Thank you. I think the effects are a lot cleaner. I kind of spent more than like 5 minutes on them. Whereas before, I didn't really care that much. All right, today, I would like to work on one of these. This little room. I would very much like to work on this room because I think this could be a fun little room to at least do the basic textures for today. Withered Chica is the scariest. Thank you. I don't get what people aren't seeing in her. Like, I cannot wait to see her in the movie. But, like, dude. Like, come on. Dude, come on. Like, come on. Come on. It's so good. She's like peak design in the whole series, by the way. I'm not just saying like FNAF 2. I'm saying she's like peak in the entire franchise. For the drawing 1 or 2? 2. You always gotta go with 2. Always. Do I have the chest on here? Isn't it Mimic? Yeah, okay. Alright, let me bring this into Foxy Blockout and make. Okie dokie. Now I can delete the fake chest, add in the real chest. Is it parented correctly? Yeah, it is okay. Work on an animatic to post later. Cool. Oh crap. God, why does Spotify run so slowly on my computer? I don't get it. It runs so horrible on my computer. Ugh, it's so annoying. I can't even drag it. I do not have a bad computer. This should not be doing this. Ugh. Is it an issue with like the Spotify app or something, bro? I don't even know, man. More space. How tall is the... Yeah, that's good. Have they said when it's going to be out? The FNAF 2 movie? They said December of next year is when they're aiming for. How's it go? Oh, hello, Nix. How are you doing, man? Good to hear from you, my guy. For those of you who don't know, my good friend Nix Moon Reads right here is going to be the one of the two, I guess, co-protagonists, one of two protagonists for this short film. He is the father, and I'm very excited to have him on. Very talented man. Give him a follow. You know what, Nix? I'll give you a moderator role if you don't mind. Just while you're here, I give it to most friends who join the chat. Computer specs? Pfft, I don't know my computer specs off the top of my head. I'll be so honest. I'm not a good guy when it comes to that. I'm not good when it comes to remembering or knowing my computer specs. I'm just not good with it. Okay, line this up. Okay. I modeled this chest like 6 months ago now. Yes, you do, sir. You have the power. Maybe I should change these materials based on the lighting that I've done in here. Maybe I desaturate the lighting. I was planning on doing that too. How am I? I'm doing good, thank you. You know, I appreciate that. I appreciate when people come in and are like, man, I'm good, but how are you? Hope we're doing well. Super excited to see this project. Me too, man. And I haven't taken a break per se on this project, Nix. I've kind of just shifted my focus a little bit to a project that has a lot of overlapping pieces with this one, so I'm able to put out something before the movie's done because, you know, the short film I'm going to spend a lot of time on. I'm going to try and make it as good as humanly possible, you know what I mean? And I'd rather make sure that that's all like well and good and not like rushed because, you know, I want to get stuff out for people, you know what I mean? But yeah, I've been working on some stuff. Maybe we can chat later about some of the stuff I've been working on. It's been a while since we've caught up. Come on, Blender, help me out. Love the tunnel vision video. Thank you. I've been told people like it. Already at 4.1 million views. God damn. It ain't stopping. I assumed we'd plateau at 4 million. Jesus Christ. Hey, I mean, you won't see me complaining. I'm glad that people like it. I'm very glad that people like it. Very, very glad people like it. What's my favorite FNAF game? Wait, why am I pondering this? Sister location. By a mile. Sister location. I didn't start doing the fun time diagnostic-esque videos for no reason. I like the fun times, man. What can I say? I think they're pretty freaking cool, man. Been saying it for years. It's got some of the best designs, but what do I know, huh? People don't listen to static. But it's just a narrative walkthrough game. Yeah, and it's the best story that's been told in the franchise for years. Sadly can't stay long. Totally fine, Nix. You have yourself a nice day, man. It was very, very nice to see you. Very nice to catch up. Very, very nice. I would like to draw fan art of you, but fortunately I don't have much to work off of. Would you keen on a possible interview? How? I mean, like, I'd be down to just chat over Discord or something. I mean, like, if you join the dimension, If you join the Dimension, which is the big Discord server, you can find it in my link tree. That's got my Discord account, which you can friend. But yeah, also just join the Dimension, y'all. Discord server in my link tree. It's got a bunch of the biggest FNAF VHS creators. Give it a join. It's great. Love it there. When do I expect this project to be completed? The movie, I have no idea. Something Wicked, I have no idea. I'm really, really dedicating myself to taking this seriously and actually treating it like a proper production, which is why I'm doing my absolute darndest not to rush it in any way. So I really don't know. I'm aiming to get it out like realistically probably summer of like early summer next year, maybe. Like I know that seems like so far away. Like, Static, what the hell are you talking about, brother? You're not gonna post for, well, that's kind of my point. That's kind of why I'm trying to have overlapping environments and props and stuff so that I can work on this while also giving people stuff in the meantime, you know what I mean? I know that's kind of weird to think about, but like that's just kind of what I'm going for right now. I'm trying to there's also the complications that I've been having because, you know, I'm going to college. I'm moving from Texas to Georgia, which in itself is already a huge jump. But I'm going to art school and stuff, and it's gonna be different. My workflow is definitely gonna be different. But how do you make the human models for your tapes? I don't. Well, I have, but I don't remember how. Well, I used Unreal Engine's MetaHuman generator, which is a huge thing. I hope 25's the year, Nix. I really, really hope so. It's ST4TIC, unfinished bow. If you just search in the Dimension, you'll see ST4TIC. I'm treating it like a big production because it is one. I'm really, truly trying to treat this like a big project that I'm trying to give it all the love that it really deserves. I spent so long on this script, and I will be damned if I mess it up in production. I will be so upset. Which is why I went through and I blocked out all the environments, which is something that I haven't done before. I've never gone through for a project like this and blocked out all the environments and done all of this, like, planning and stuff. Normally, I just drag and drop things into the scene, done, and I'm like, cool, this looks good, let's move on. For this, I am not doing that. I am very much not doing that. Very much not doing that. I got your friend request, Bo. I want to prove to people that I can be taken seriously, and I'm not just a har blender Freddy Fazbear guy. You know what I mean? Okay, so the chest is here. I'm excited to see you when you're done. You take your time with it. Thank you so much, Nix. In a world of people asking me for updates and me being very hard on myself when it comes to the production of this, I really appreciate some lighthearted support and patience. You know what I mean? I really appreciate that. Oh yeah, that's what I did. Well, I gotta bounce now, unfortunately. You know what? That is completely fine, Nix. You have a nice day, sir. Thank you so much for stopping by. Is that Blender? Yes, this is Blender. I make all my tapes in Blender. All my animated bits are in Blender. Okay, so what to start with? What to start with for this area? I could work on like the wall textures, I guess. Nah, you know what? I'm gonna just do some. Maybe I use some assets I already have. Maybe I start with some. All right, help me out, chat. I'll do a poll. You know what? I'll do a poll just for fun. I could easily choose this myself, but I'll do a poll just for fun because I think it'd be funny. Start a poll. Do I model? What do I model? Okay. We got steering wheel, stage. How many options can I have? 4? Okay. Steering wheel, stage, barrel, or window. Okay, ship window, Foxy, stage. Steering wheel, pirate, barrel. All right. Poll! Tell me, children, what do you want from me? I kind of had the feeling that the stage was gonna be the winner there. Tied between the steering wheel and the stage. Well, not tied, but all right. Stage 1. GG's. GG's. I shall model the stage. All right, let's take this into another session so I know how big it is. Come with me, child. Come. Bloink. All right. All right. Wait, I do need to know about where that is. All right. Is there... Da, 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 da. What am I doing? There we go. Okie dokie. Move this back a little bit. Okay, here we go. And Unfinished Bow, I just accepted your friend request. Give me a DM on what you're wanting for this interview, man. If you just need me to send you like reference pics of, oh well, not right now. Just to clarify, I don't think that talking on stream will be the best time for me because I was hoping to get some work done on this. But if you wanted to call after the stream is done, I'm probably not gonna stream too long tonight. It's already been, how long has it been? It's already been half an hour, so I'll probably stream for another maybe, I don't know, I don't want to put a number to it yet, but yeah, just how about this? I'll give you a ring after the I'll give you a ring once the stream is over and we can chat for a minute. If that works for you, of course. If that works for you, of course. How has my Spotify not opened this entire stream? It's been sitting on nothing this entire stream. It's been black out screening the entire time I've been streaming. What is happening? I hate this stupid app. It's never worked right. Yes! Please. Oh, thank goodness. All right, let me find a lo-fi stream playlist. Relaxing. Chilling. You know, I'll turn the lights off in my room and do some stuff. Hold on 2 seconds. Alexa. Ugh. Where's the button? There we go. All right, I got some mood lighting in my room now. It's all purple and stuff. Want a break from the ads? Just need a reference for my character? Pfft, say no more. You know what? I can actually send you an art fight that someone did of me. Here's the full... I'll send you a couple pictures, actually. And you can obviously see kind of how he moves and how he jumps around and stuff just based on the... just based on the little ball in the top right. There you go. There's a couple pictures. Let me see if I missed anything on Twitter. Why is Bendy trending? Why is Bendy trending on Twitter? Apparently for no reason. Huh. Thank you so much, Bo. I always really appreciate fan art of my stuff. Actually, the other day was really fun because I went on Twitter and I had the... sorry, I'll catch up with chat in a second. I was actually on Twitter and I got my first piece of fan art for Tunnel Vision just randomly from... God, it's so embarrassing. I don't remember the account's name. But it was just, I had posted a clip from Tunnel Vision that was like an old... I can show the clip, actually. It was one of the original renders of Foxy's little tunnel confrontation before any effects, before anything. Here, I'll pull my Twitter up here real quick. Here, no, wait, this. It popped off too. People really liked it. But
Who are you?
but yeah, this was
I'm not supposed to talk
I
to
posted this.
strangers.
This is the original raw, like, no audio effects, no camera movements, barely lighting, no VHS filter. This was the first time I rendered his full monologue after animating it. I posted this. It popped off. People loved it. I'm so happy. And then, like, the next day, I got this piece of fan art from Bunny Baloo. Yeah, there it is. Oh, it's so good. God, good Lord, it's so good. I want to use it for something, but I don't know what. I don't know what I'd maybe I print it out, put it on a wall or something. That'd be awesome. But yeah, good stuff, man. Give them a follow on Twitter if you're on Twitter. I'll show their account real quick. At Bunny Baloo. Yeah, absolutely. Give them a follow if you got the chance. All right. I'm not stalling, you're stalling. Okay. Needs to be a little flattened. And auto smooth. That works. Okay, cool. Move you forward, little guy, and then we'll make the little ledge. And to be clear, when I called this Foxy's stage, I meant this is where the cardboard cutout of Foxy is gonna stand, not there's a Foxy animatronic that I haven't showed you. Oh crap, let me catch up with the chat. Back, sadly watching 25 minutes late, watching Mr. Static, my favorite VHS, and one of my favorite fan Williams. Thank you so much. Streaming and working on a long day of celebrating the anniversary. That is so based of you. So based of you. What's your favorite accent to do? I don't know. I'm not good at doing any. I guess, like, British voices are funny because, like, you just kind of naturally sound like a supervillain almost. Which is why I like doing, like, William voices and stuff, because, I don't know, it's just fun to do, and, like, maniacal laughter and stuff just kind of comes naturally for British voices, I guess. I don't know, honestly. I don't know. Also, Unfinished Bow, if you want to send whenever you're finished, or whatever you've got done, if you want to send it to me at any point throughout the stream, I'll show it on stream for people. And if you send me any socials, I can promote them on here as well. I mean, since you're doing fan art for me and stuff, you know. I always really try and make people understand how much I appreciate that, because I really do appreciate that. Whoa, yeah. Yeah, that works. Okay. Just... Now this again. Really? That works. Okay. 5 tick. You know, that's actually funny you say that. You know what? I'll ask y'all's thoughts on this. What do y'all think about me making a second channel? Second channel for just random nonsense posts. Not for like big projects and stuff, but like small animated things. Maybe if I do like a normal FNAF collab or something, like a collab part for someone, I post that there. Or if I animate something random, like a Lethal Company thing or something stupid, then I can post it there too. Or just like funny random videos that I make. Because I make a lot of videos, but I find that I don't have anywhere to post them. Because I don't want to post tunnel vision, right? I don't want to post tunnel vision and then 5 days later post a video of me getting destroyed by a giant in Lethal Company. I feel like that's kind of weird. I don't know. Am I overthinking things? No, I'm not overthinking things, because I want to keep this channel professional. But like, I don't know. I feel like that would be fun. I'd love to know y'all's thoughts though. Remember how this works. I was wondering what to name it though. I was bordering on St5Tick for a minute because I thought that was really funny. It was, to me, it was either St5Tick or St2Tick. I don't know. They both are funny. They're both really funny. Yeah, it would just kind of be a low-key like channel just for posting random stuff. Maybe I post teasers there every now and then, like small stuff that I don't think really fits to tease on my main channel. I don't know. What do y'all think? St5Tick would be pretty funny. St5Tick would be pretty funny. But, you know, that's a debate for another day, you know? We will, we'll give that a, I'll give that a ponder tonight. Maybe I make the channel tonight. Maybe I finally do it. Maybe I make the channel tonight. I've been debating on doing it for a hot minute, actually. I've been wanting to. Yeah, wait. How far am I? 0.01. Oh god, can I really not? Wait. I forgot how to use the knife tool, good god. Dang it, I forgot how to use the knife tool. No. Ah, there we go. That helps. Let's just do 0.201. If I can remember how to use it correct. God, this tool messes with me every time I use it. 0.201. Enter. 0.201. Enter. What? Dude. What is wrong with you? Brother. I'm begging. Oh god, I hate this tool. This is why I don't use this tool ever. It messes me up every time. Maybe I could just do this. Yeah, that works about as good as it can, I guess. How was my day? It was good. In my head, I've just thought of your tag as static. Yeah, I mean, that's what it is. I mean, my tag is static, but I spell it Stafortic because it's, I don't know, funky, unique spelling. I don't know. Just funny, unique little change. How was my day? It was good, thank you. Am I really gonna have to use a Boolean modifier for this? I hate using these. Right. Well, you know what? Do my darndest to not get frustrated. Can you please clean this up? You know what? Apply and then scale. You know what? Good enough. Ain't nobody gonna see the backside. Alright, that works well enough. Okay. Now, secondly, I need another Boolean modifier. One Boolean modifier later. That works. Boolean modifiers will be the death of me one day. I don't know when, I don't know how, but they will. They drive me insane. Insane in the membrane. Oh god, I hate them so much. It's so bad. Now I just know that this geometry is going to be all messed up at the end of the day, which just annoys me even more. Maybe if I'm gonna try a couple of things. That works. It didn't recalculate this though. Nope, not what I meant. William strikes again. No, I never know how to use this stupid normals window. What got me into VHS? It was Squimpus. I completely agree his stuff is way overhyped. He started the genre and he'll... Actually, I don't know Squimpus is... what Squimpus is referred to by these days. But, like, Squimpus started the subgenre, and, like, that's something that was, like... It's, like, good for... I mean, like, good and everything. But it's also, like... Just because you started the thing doesn't mean you're the best at the thing. You know what I mean? Like, Squimpus walked so, like, 90% of the community could do much better things. Squimpus walked so Baddington could run, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Like, by today's standards, Squimpus would be considered just another person. You know what I mean? Like if Squimpus made the tapes that they made, like, today, they would just be considered another random person. Their stuff is not, like, super shocking. It's just, like, they did it first. Oh hate this. I hate everything. Okay. I'm gonna do some materials now. After I do this, because I was actually meaning to do this on the last time I modeled this, but I didn't. All right. Yes, I like this. I like this a lot. Okay. I'll do a couple materials. Why not? Turn off the lights, please. Better yet, turn on. Ugh, Blender, help me out here, buddy. I'm really messing with this lo-fi playlist. I like it. All copyright free too, so don't kill me, YouTube. I swear. Let me look up. Y'all, what color is wood? I'm gonna be so honest. Being colorblind and making these things is hard sometimes. Wood is brown, I know, but like how brown? Like a dark brown, orange brown? I know how to navigate a color wheel, but I don't know. This is obviously too much. Okay, that's pretty good. Give you a bit of a bendy style with rubber hose. Love that. Love that. Looks good. I'm colorblind? Yes, I am. I am colorblind. Not completely, but I am colorblind to a fairly strong extent. One of the funniest things about being colorblind is that I feel like I have to constantly remind my friends that I'm colorblind. Like, they'll be like, hey, Static, can you hand me the purple crayon? Hey, Static, do you think you'll be able to hand me the blue scissors? Too many times. Was that too loud? Hold on, let me listen back to that on the stream. One of the funniest things about being colorblind is that I feel like I have to constantly remind my friends that I'm colorblind. Like, they'll be like, hey, Static, can you hand me the purple crayon? Okay, that wasn't loud at all. Okay, good. I wanted to make sure I wasn't, like, blasting with how loud I was. Okie dokie. So I got that. Now I'm gonna do... Sounded like Seuss for a second. Any y'all messing with Gravity Falls? I'm curious. I've been getting back into it recently with the whole Book of Bill stuff that came out. I want to see how this looks. Curious. Mix color, subtract. The other way. Book of Bill? Have you not seen the Book of... Oh, I bought it. I bought it in December, actually. It's actually the funniest thing. I bought it in September. All right? I not even September, December. I bought it in December of 2023 when they first announced the pre-order. But the funniest thing is that I didn't realize that I had bought it. So come a couple weeks ago comes along, and they're posting about Book of Bill on stuff, and I'm like, oh my god, I still need to order it. So I ordered it, and it came in the mail, and I realized I had ordered it twice, so now I have two Books of Bill. I have two Book of Bills. I'm returning one, thank goodness. I know the intro, and I remember watching a few new episodes when it used to come on. Yeah. Fair enough. It's good, but the Pines twins and Bill carry the whole series. What, the heroes and the villain carry the series? I feel like that's pretty much a compliment, no? The heroes and the villain are the best parts of the series. I don't know, that's just funny to me. I don't know. This is not what I'm looking for. Oh, actually that works pretty well, actually. You know, I don't think that fits as well as I wanted it to. I think just this looks nice. I can do this. Most annoying thing about being colorblind is that you tell people that you're colorblind. That is literally so godforsakenly true. It's so true. It is so true. Oh my goodness, it is so true. I cannot tell people I'm colorblind without them being like, "Oh my god. Wait, what color is grass? What color is the sky? What color are clouds? They're clouds. They're white." Really want Book of Bill, haven't gotten it though. When you get the money or when you get the opportunity to buy it, please do yourself a favor and buy the Book of Bill. It is so good. It's so good. I love it so much. I want to marry the Book of Bill. I want to be the Book of Bill. I love the Book of Bill. I do. I truly do. Truly love the Book of Bill. Seriously a great addition to the franchise. And I hope that it's teasing that we get more Gravity Falls at some point, because, like, I love that. Obviously not, like, a Season 3 of Gravity Falls. I don't want a Season 3 of Gravity Falls, but I want, like... I'd love some sort of Fiona and Cake-esque prequel/sequel series. I think that'd be fun. That'd be a really fun thing to see. Waiting for Game Theory to do a video on the Book of Bill. Well, they did a video just on Bill just the other day, didn't they? I didn't get a chance to watch it, but I thought they did a book on Bill literally just like a couple weeks ago. I thought they did a book on like Bill being like not dead or whatever. I thought that was the title, like Bill is still alive or something. I know they did one back in the day when the finale came out and everything, but I think they did another one recently because the Book of Bill was coming out. Again, could be wrong. I could be wrong about that, but I really thought I saw that. Chat, help me out. Be my research guide. Look up if Film Theory did a Bill Cipher theory recently. Be my eyes, be my ears. Bro, I love lo-fi work settings, man. I should do more of this. I should listen to this kind of stuff more when I'm off stream. It's a good work vibe. I don't know. I just find it hard to focus on these kind of projects when I'm not on stream. Not like I can't work when I'm off stream or whatever the heck, but like I find it a lot easier when there's people watching and I'm just chatting and doing stuff in the background. Excited for this FNAF film. It's going to be peak. Thank you. Getting the Book of Bill soon. Oh, can't wait. Next time I stream on a comprehensive review. I'm kidding. But seriously, if you're a Gravity Falls fan or just a fan of good writing, I guess, if you've watched really any of Gravity Falls, please do yourself a favor and go buy the Book of Bill. It's so good. So good. In my humble opinion, of course. All right, this is a good stage. Now I gotta make this more carpety. Looks nice. I could do a little bit more, but I think for the purposes of this, this is not the focus of the section. So I'm fine with kind of making this look a little less detailed. Because the main detail is supposed to be... Well, you know what I could do? You know what I could do? You know what I absolutely could do? Let me see something. I can do a cool thing then. Didn't think this would work, but it does. I can do a cool thing now. Or I can at least try to. Blender looks like a nightmare. I don't know how you and many other animators can do it. Just practice, man. It's really not as hard as a lot of people just expect it to be. Like, obviously, if you look at it like this looks like nonsense. It looks like I'm coding. When you actually step in, it's just like, I'm just adding colors to things. I'm just giving things colors, giving things some random texture. That's it. This is not advanced stuff either. All this is baked into Blender. Alright, cool. So now I can do a basic black, like, kind of plasticky texture was I think. Dang it! There you go. Is there much I can say about the film? I can say that it is a FNAF 3 short film that is hopefully going to be peak. If I do it how I want to. If I do it the way that I've been intending to, and I don't rush it, and I take my time, and I get people's help along the way, like I've been doing, I stay dedicated, and I do this and this and this and this, I think it will be the best thing that I've ever made. Not trying to jinx myself too early, of course, but I did spend 4.5 months writing the script alone, so I have been taking my sweet time with it so far. Okay, coolio. Do you have any pets? Yes, I do. I have 2 dogs and a crested gecko who is sitting in the corner of my room right now. If you want a truly awesome, low-maintenance pet that is adorable, gotta recommend crested geckos, man. They are awesome. What version of Blender are you using? 4.0 right now. I haven't updated past this because the last time I updated with one of these projects in progress, it messed up a lot of the stuff. So until I back all this up in an old version and I'm assured that it's fine, I'm not going to mess with this yet. I think it looks like a lot of coding because of all the moving parts. Looks like what I've seen in code. I mean, it's similar enough, but at the same time, it's a lot. I think that this is a lot more intuitive than coding for like a game or a website or something, because this is very intuitive in the sense that you can see the product of your work immediately. Like, it's literally just a lot of having a block and adding it to another block. Like, okay. Tutorials with static here, just to show how fairly easy all this is. To make a material on something, it's literally just you add in an object. So this is your object. I can shape this object to be whatever I want. I'll make it like a pyramid or something. Or I'll just make it like a little mushroom or a tree. This is a tree. I'm not gonna shape it to be like a tree or give it a tree texture, but this is just like shape. Oh, not like that. Okay. Over here, I give it a texture. This says this is everything in it. So now I can change the color like this. I can change the roughness, so now it's super shiny. I'll make it like kind of shiny. I'll add in a noise texture. Noise texture is just like a noisy, almost like a static screen. It just has, like, it's very noisy. It's just random stuff. I can change like how detailed it is and stuff. I can drag it into the color, and now that changes the color of the material. And if I hit a certain button, this now tells me here is how it will look in the position on the object. So I can say, let's map it to how the object was physically made, which is its UVs. I'll stretch this out and stuff. And now it wraps the texture all the way around, and I can change it like this. I can add in a color ramp to say, here, let's sharpen out some of those colors. Let's maybe meet in the middle. Now we've got this. I can make it metallic. And I can just do this. Yeah. Fun stuff. It's just a lot of like getting used to what's available to you and getting used to adding it all together. It's a lengthy process, but it's very, 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 very fun. Can't rush art. I would wait 10 years if I have to and have it be tunnel vision quality versus terrible unfinished security breach quality. You know what? I really appreciate that. Considering tunnel vision only took like 7, I say only took. People look at tunnel vision and really aren't surprised that it took 7 months. Honestly, I am surprised that it took me that long, because the project itself is not extremely complicated at the end of the day. What just happened was a lot of complications. Like, I had a lot of stuff go wrong, and I was moving computers, moving editing software sometimes. It was just a long, lengthy process in which a lot of things went wrong unexpectedly. So, I mean, it went through production nightmare after nightmare, but I'm glad that it came out in whatever state it ended up coming out in. And I'm very, very glad that people still enjoy it. So, you know, I can never complain, truly. I'm making coloring almost done. Thank you so much. So much. Yeah, and it wasn't even scary. That was the worst part, in my opinion. I gotta agree. Like, I respect Steelwool so much for all the stuff they've done. I can still say Security Breach was a miss without dunking on the studio and all the people who worked on it. You know what I mean? Like, I can still say they've done better without saying, man, what an irredeemable studio. How dare they take my franchise? You know what I mean? Okay, so this is here. And... okie doke. I think that roughness is a little too obnoxious. That cloudy roughness is a little too... Hardest part of the production during your short film... Well, I mean, considering I haven't started animation or anything, I gotta say the writing. Spent 4.5 months going back and forth about certain aspects of a script. And just, man, it's so rough. Oh, that is the case for this project. The FNAF 3 short film, very hard to write. Very, very hard to write. But, it was very, very hard to write. But for my other projects, like Tunnel Vision and stuff, the hardest part, shockingly, was recording my own voice lines. Was recording my William voice lines. If you're curious as to why the hardest part would be recording myself, it's because I physically think it is impossible for me to sit down and say, man, I just recorded a good voice line. It is impossible for me to enjoy my vocal performances in something without having severe like criticisms that I'm just like, okay, time to redo the whole thing. Like it's so frustrating, so difficult. Same thing with the stuff I've been recording recently. I can't tell you exactly what I've been recording, but I've been definitely recording some William lines here and there. I'll say that. I'll say that. But I've been recording some William stuff. And I feel it's just as hard as it was in Tunnel Vision to be proud of my performance. It's really, really hard for me. But I mean, I'm glad people like my vocal performance. I'm glad that people say that they really like my take on William. But at the end of the day, it was just very hard for me to sit down and listen to my voice over and over and over again and just be like, oh yeah, Static, you did so good. It was really hard. It's really easy for me to sit down and see the vocal performances of all the amazing vocal talent that I'm working with and be like, man, they did so good. Because they did. I hire the best of the best voice actors because I have a lot of really talented people that I know. Anyway, sorry, let me catch up with chat. If security breach jump scares were like their destroyed versions of themselves after Gregory, I feel like it would have helped. I don't even think that would have helped. Security breach had flaws outside of its jump scares, man. It was just like a mess overall. There was like nothing to... I don't feel like there was much to be done. Your project can reach joy of creation levels of scary, I bet. I damn well hope so. I hope that is the kind of originality that I aspire to have, is joy of creation levels of stuff. I aspire to have joy of creation levels of creativity because, man, that project is so cool. If anything, I think joy of creation is just so cool, right? Like, it's not just like, man, it's the most terrifying thing I've ever seen or anything. It's just like, man, the aesthetics, the vibes, everything is just so awesome. I'd love to work on a project like that one day. It's what's made me want to work on, not my own fan games, but like see if there are any people who need my assistance for fan games and stuff. What was the idea of the short film? How did it come to fruition? It's a good question, and it's a very interesting answer. So the main selling point of this stage is done, by the way. I'll work on the curtains now, because that's also part of the stage. So anyway, in regards to the stuff, in regards to that, I spent my Christmas Eve of 2023 going to a haunted house about an hour away from my house. And it was Christmas themed. It had like Krampus and sugar plum fairies and a bunch of nonsense. It was really cool. Really cool. And I sat there walking through this maze of like kind of cheap, not cheap exactly, but kind of like easily seen through like Halloween attractions and stuff. And I was like, man, this would be a great FNAF thing. And then it hit me. I was like, why don't I do that for FNAF 3? Why don't I like actually try and make it seem like a real haunted attraction that some company was putting on? And from there, I literally went home. I wrote the plot draft for the script, and the rest is history. I've been working on it since. And then 4 months later, sorry, I'm stretching. My back's killing me. Cut to 4 months later, Baddington posts the horror attraction, and I cried. I cried inside. I was very much worried that people were going to be like, man, Static, this is so cool. It's just like what Baddington made. And I was like, oh, and do not get it twisted. Love Baddington. Love Baddington's work. I have nothing but respect for that man. He is so cool. Love Harmony and Horror. Love all that. It's just like, I was so worried that people weren't going to be able to watch my project without being, man, this is almost as cool as Baddington's thing. Very, very worried. But good thing is that my project is nothing like the horror attraction, except for the fact that it takes place in a haunted house. There's literally no similarities. Nothing at all. Thank goodness that quelled my fears soon enough. Let me catch up with you. Gregory carried the whole thing. Did he though? like did he though? I really don't think there were any really truly well-written characters in Security Breach. Like, they were interesting and well-voiced, don't get me wrong. I met Kellen Goff the other day. Really lovely guy. Super nice. And, like, the characters were really well-voiced and everything. I just, like, none of the characters for me, animatronic or otherwise, really stood out in that game. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm crazy. I don't know. I don't know, man. I really don't know. All right, let me do some... Do you have any scrapped or canceled projects? Yes, I do. And by scrapped, I mean put on hold until I can give the project to someone else. Because I do not want this idea to die. You know what? I'll take a quick break from modeling. Very, very quick break. I'll open up an old file of mine. A couple of you, if you've been following my community posts and stuff, if y'all have been following that for long enough, where the heck is it? I don't know what it's called. If y'all have been following my... Oh, come on. I know this is here somewhere. Come on. Help me out. If y'all have been following my community posts for long enough, y'all will probably recognize this project. If I can find it, for goodness sake. Where is it? Hold on. Is it in this folder? Here it is. This. I'll show some of this off. Why not? I never got to show this off. I spent a good amount of time on this, and I never got to show this off. How are you, lazy sir? Never got to show any of it off. It was such a shame. Such a shame. I really do think this project could be something really, really cool, and I don't feel like I don't want to just cancel it, because, like, I still think that this could be a really, really fun project to do one day. With someone else to take some of the load, because this is a pretty big project. This is also kind of short film level stuff. Yep. The idea here, I'll kind of zoom out, show the environment that I did, and I'll just have it playing in the background. But this was a little old CGI like retro PS1 graphics-esque cartoon that I was working on. That had a lot of lore implications for like the Afton family and stuff. But yeah, it was all gonna be under the guise of a cartoon series called Fredbear's Sunday Show. It's gonna have Spring Bonnie and Fredbear, the little guys, having these little models done by my good friend Anderson Animates. Give him a follow if you haven't already. Anderson Animates on YouTube. He's a great guy. But yeah, I did a bunch of like moving grass textures, and I modeled their tree house, and like, man, this was gonna be fun. But you know, not everything comes to fruition. And right after I did these environments, I went to that haunted house, and you know, the rest is history. So. Still think this was a really fun experiment to do. I'll go here. In the preview, it's kind of less like jarring. I totally still want to do this one day. I've actually been in talks with a friend of mine about having this be a duo project. Have her take over some. I don't know if that'll ever happen, but still very, very, very cool. Glad I get to show some of this off, because man, this is a fun project to do, and I really wish that I could have done something more with this. But you know, like I said, not everything comes to fruition, and sometimes good ideas go to waste. Security Breach was too cartoonish, buggy, half-cut content. Story was terrible, and it was just a fetch quest. I didn't enjoy it as soon as I. Oh yeah, no, so true. I've never been more hyped for a FNAF thing as I have been for Security Breach, and I've also never been more disappointed in a FNAF thing as I have been for Security Breach. So, highest of highs and lowest of lows. So, it did great marketing. Had great marketing. The whole Fazbear and Friends World Tour thing with the cartoon and all that, with all the teaser screenshots. That was great. And then the website that updated with the characters. That was awesome. Yeah. Maybe something like Fredbear and Friends the Show, Will's youngest son, and saw in FNAF 4. That was actually kind of, it's a similar vibe. I mean, like, it's supposed to be just like a Sunday morning cartoon type deal. Saturday morning cartoon or something like that. Yeah, oh, I love the effect I did on this bow tie where the checkerboard, like, follows the camera where it moves around. This was a fun project. I hope it doesn't stay in the pits forever. Would you say Something Wicked is the scariest FNAF-related project? Oh, absolutely. Oh, absolutely. Tunnel Vision, eat your heart out. And I mean that. I mean that for sure. Something Wicked is not only the best script that I've made, but it's the best project that I've worked on for absolute sure. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. No debate about it. No debate about it. Not even close. Props. Foxy, and then Foxy blog out? Wait, what's the difference here? Oh, this is the real one. Okay. Foxy props and copy. Wait. Wrong thing, silly. If Steel gets analog horror creators to make trailers for the Secret of the Mimic game, dude, do you know how fast I would be down? Do you know how fast I would want to do something? Like, I would want to do that so much. I'd pay them. I'd pay them to be able to do that. Was there anything scrapped regarding Funtime Diagnostics? Pfft, no. I barely gave any thought to that project. Again, I'm really not trying to be mean to anyone who likes that project. When I say stuff like that, like, no, I barely gave thought to that. No, I really didn't care. But it's just true. I literally did not think twice because that project was such a spur of the moment decision to do that I really didn't. I guess I can find the, maybe I can find the, let's take a trip down memory lane. I'll find the original, here it is. The original file for Funtime Diagnostics. A video that I made in 3 days. 3 total days. Hello, Bazaar. How are you, man? Good to see you. Didn't expect to see a fellow creator in the chat. Good to see you, man. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. This video I made in a total of 3 days. I was the voice. I didn't even... The lines that made it into the final product were temp lines that I recorded on a whim, and I was like, I'll go back and re-record them later, and then I didn't. So I animated all this, I wrote it out, all in the span of just a couple days. Over just the last couple days of my winter break or whatever. And then it got popular, and then I was just like, I guess I do this for a living now. Hey, I can't complain, though. I cannot complain. People like this video, and it's gotten me a lot of really good opportunities in my life. So I really appreciate that. I really appreciate that. Is anything animated here? Oh, this is the base. Yep. Yep. All this. There's not even more than 3 scenes. There's 3 scenes, and one of them is just no movements. Here's the hat clicking open. For those of you who are maybe confused, the light in his hat was supposed to be green. It is green. I mean, if you look here, it is green. But in the VHS filter that I used, it made it look white. So if you go watch the video now, the light looks white. I didn't know that because I'm colorblind. And I assumed that it was just like a muted green and people would be like, yeah, no, that's fine. It wasn't fine. I had so many people be like, Static, why is the light white after I posted it? I'm like, ah! But yeah, This project was not very difficult to do, nor did it take long to make. But I'm glad people liked it. Again, I can look back and say that I made mistakes with projects and like I would do things better. Or I wasn't super like detailed about blah blah blah, and still be like, I'm really glad people like it. I can still be critical of myself while also acknowledging that I've made a lot of people very happy with what I make. I'm very glad that people enjoy the things that I do. Because at the end of the day, I'm not making this for me. I'm making this for all y'all. And I mean a little bit for me, but like I want to be fulfilled in what I'm making, but like, but still. It's actually using the same type of retexture that I used on Funtime Foxy in Tunnel Vision. You can see the same like cuts and scrapes and stuff. I've obviously cleaned it up a little bit for Tunnel Vision, but same general stuff. Oh, also, y'all want to see the environment like that he's sitting in? It's nothing. It's black walls that aren't even textured, I don't think. They are, but not like well. And then one light down here, and then one. Okay, so there's two lights. There's the point light, which is the. Actually, no, is this the only light? It's the only light, actually. Yeah, the flashlight. That's actually it. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, it's just the flashlight, actually. And the flashlight moves over. I use Blender. Flashlight moves over to Bonbon, and then Bonbon goes click. Yo, Bonbon. I wish that I could use Funtime Freddy for more stuff, but... Oh, it's too bad. I'm quitting FNAF after the movie is over. Oh, yeah, spoilers for whoever didn't hear that last stream. I'm quitting FNAF work once... At least for a while, once the movie comes out. I'm not quitting content creation. I'm doing my own original mascot horror series for a little while. Which I can't say much about, but I will flash my background on my computer real quick. Boop. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so damn excited. Sorry, let me catch up with chat. If I could only finish something in 3 days. I mean, it helps when you're doing it based off of canon blueprints from FNAF. And you really didn't care how it came out. I didn't even like intend to make it on a second channel at first. Yeah. If you look in Funtime Diagnostics, the order in which I do things and everything, it's completely based on the canon Funtime Freddy blueprints. Proximity sensor / group ring and coordination. Proximity sensor / group. Oh god, I wish I could revamp this whole video. Parental tracking, 360 pivot, voice mimic and luring, and storage tank. Oh, where's the storage tank shot? Here it is. Hate to break it to y'all, but there's no body in here. Ain't no body. Ain't nobody inside his chest. No way, no how. Sadly. I wish I could say that I took the time to add a corpse inside, even though you wouldn't see it, but I did not. I know people say FNAF 3 is one of the worst, but I feel it's overhated. Agreed! I think it is very much overhated. Very much overhated. Very, very much so. I mean, comparing anything to Security Breach, Funtime Freddy, I mean, Marsha, comparing anything to Security Breach makes it look like the godsend of video games, so. Funtime Freddy is my favorite character in FNAF. Hey, based. Very based of you, to be perfectly honest. He is awesome. He is very, very cool. And like I said, I wish I could do... I wanted to animate him more. That is why he's in the Tunnel Vision commercial, because I was just like, you know what? I want to animate Funtime Freddy for once. Well, for once, but again. Anyway, say bye-bye to Freddy, everyone. Glad he got to see the light of day again. I will always have a soft spot in my heart for Funtime Diagnostics because it was the video that kind of started my career, but at the same time, I can also be like, oh, cringe, why? Adding in the new stage. Drag it on in and put it here. Oh, I gotta make it bigger. Oh, no, I don't. Wait. Dragging the stage in here. Gotta bring it up here now. Bam. And drag it forward, get it here. Looks about right to me. All right, very cool. Should I put a frequently asked questions page on my stream somewhere, so in case people want to ask me a question I've already answered, then I can put it there? Because I feel bad for people listening if I have to answer, like, what's my favorite FNAF animatronic, like, 6 times. Because I don't want to discourage people from asking that. It's just, like, I don't want to... I feel like it's more efficient if I just have the information, like, easily accessible. I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking it. You want to recreate a shot from Funtime Diagnostics? Go right ahead. I always am like, bro, if people want to recreate my stuff, go for it. Okay. You can monetize it for all I care. As long as it's not like, you're not like completely ripping assets and like recordings from my video. You can recreate my shots and my stuff to your heart's content. I don't care. My stuff's online. People copy and paste my videos on YouTube all the time. I have to copy strike people all the time because they're just like, Tunnel Vision, FNAF VHS, how about you just watch it on mine? But I would much rather allow people to post their own versions of my work rather than people just reposting my work. Does that make sense? Does that make sense to y'all? Like, I would much rather see people creatively, or even not creatively, just put in the work to, like, remake my stuff rather than just seeing my video get reposted, like, 6 different times, if that makes sense. Ooh, this looks so fun. FAQ on the channel buyout. Yeah, that's what I was planning on doing. Maybe I go do that. This looks so fun. I'm so excited. Should the teeth be smaller? Should the teeth be smaller? I've been debating this for a minute. I'll think about it. What's in the box chest edition? Well, for him, it's diamonds and gold galore. Here, I'll open them up so you can see. Diamonds and rubies of your beyond your wildest dreams. They're all plastic, but also they're cheap plastic ones and they don't even cover the whole thing. That was one of the funniest things for me about making this was is underneath the plastic coins, just to fill out the space, there's just an image of gold coins. Ah, the picture from Unfinished Boat. Let me see. Aw, that's so cute. Yeah, let me show that on stream real quick. That's so cute. Hold on, let me pull this up. Hey, take a look at this, y'all. Look how cute this is. I love him standing on his head like a ball. That's so funny. That's so cute. Thank you so much. That's so lovely. Thank you so much. I will save that to my computer. Thank you so much. I was going to open up some, because that reminds me of some of the art that I got during Art Fight. Because Art Fight was so fun. I mentioned Art Fight a while back. I don't remember if y'all... I don't know if y'all remember me talking about Art Fight on the last stream, but I had so many people draw. I'll just pick a couple at random. I had so many people draw some really cool stuff of my character during Art Fight. Like, and then they were like, oh, I love this one because there's pictures of Tunnel Vision in the back and stuff. This was, I love the proportions on this one. The blender axis on this one's so good. I love this animated one too. I may want to make this my profile picture at some point. But yes. I always love fan art like this. This is always so cute. I really appreciate it. I very much appreciate it, everyone. Thank you. Animated to have the teeth slowly retract out. maybe. But the bit is like, it's supposed to be fairly low tech here. So like, I feel like the teeth would just be like glued on. Like just glued haphazardly below the rim here. I don't know. I'll give it some thought. I still just love how this looks. I think this looks so cool. In the light. This is so fun. Seeing this makes me so excited for this project. And I'm glad that I'm getting some stuff done on this as well, because I've been working on the carousel project for a good long while now. And that's been fine, because there's a lot of overlap in like some sets and some props and stuff. But I want to get back to this for a little bit and start working on a project, because this means a lot to me, you know? Time to make the curtains and the crossed swords. Let me do this for a minute. Foxy props. How long have I been streaming for? 1.5 hours. Fun. This is fun, y'all. I love streaming. This is so fun. I'm really glad that people are able to tolerate me for more than an hour. I appreciate that. I'm glad there's still some people here. I appreciate that a lot. I'm really glad that I'm able to have a very positive community here, I feel. I always really enjoy talking to everyone and, you know, just having a grand old time. It also makes me feel really assured in myself, because I'm able to actually get stuff done when I'm on stream, and I'm not like distracted with a show or worried about an IRL commitment or anything like that. I'm just chilling and getting work done with some really cool people. I really appreciate that. Being able to do that is very, very helpful for me. In a world that's constantly distracting me, I'm very glad I get some time to chill and focus, if that makes sense. All right. Wood post number 1. Okay, okie dokie. All right. Let's do this and boink and boink. All right, now we got a hole going through there. That's nice. That's good. Oh, hey, Ochre. I don't know if you want me to say your name on stream or not, but it is very, very good to see you. What is Something Wicked? Something Wicked is my upcoming, well, I say upcoming, a while coming, FNAF 3 short film that I'm developing with some very talented members of the community. Some very talented voice actors and artists, and etc., etc. What if Funtime Foxy disappointed him in Tunnel Vision? How would he get angry? Does he treat them on the same level as employees, superior? Oh. So, you know what? I'll talk about this. You know what? I'll give my headcanon of William's relationship to the Fun Times. Because you'll likely never see it again. if I go the way I'm hoping to go with my stuff, you may never see that again. William's headcanon, well, William's headcanon. My headcanon for William's relationship with the Fun Times is he treats them like a shiny new car. You know what I mean? Like, they're his pride and joy. Don't touch that. You'll scuff the paint. Don't touch it. Like, he's very proud of them. He's very proud of Funtime Foxy and what he did. But that doesn't, but also if the shiny new car that you get breaks down outside of the dealership, you're still gonna be mad at the shiny new car. You know what I mean? Like, just because he's proud of it doesn't mean that if it fails, he won't lose his mind in the same way as something else. Name's fine. I don't care. Just here to say hi. Fantastic. Great to see you, Josie. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. And don't worry, I shall be on the Cobblemon server likely later tonight. so don't you worry. I'll be on chatting and stuff soon. I really appreciate you stopping by. Keep missing the streams. Don't even worry about it. I wasn't able to stream last week because I I went on a trip to visit my college, so I was not in state at the time. But I am planning on doing a stream every day until I go to college. I don't know how it's gonna work when I do get to college, because I'm gonna have roommates and stuff, you know what I mean? But I'll have to see. But I'm planning on doing a stream every week. I'm probably gonna do more than one stream. I'm that's a minimum. I'm probably gonna end up doing more than one stream every week, just because I really enjoy doing it, and it's a good way to help me focus on these projects. But I'm looking for a minimum of, a minimum of a stream a week. I'm definitely going to stream multiple times this week because I missed a stream last week because I was going on a trip. So I was not here to stream for my normal allotted time. I normally stream later in the week, but that didn't happen this past week. It's all right. I'm going to miss a couple, but I'd like to get back into the swing of things. Hello, Adolfo. Do 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 do. Checking my Discord. Checking my Discord. My FNAF news thing went off. What did I miss? Oh, U2's drop. Oh, okay, I don't really care. I don't really care about U2's merch too much. Checking my Discord. Ah, the collab is almost complete. What collab, you may be saying? I am in a normal FNAF collab. Shocker, right? That I don't do VHS stuff. Shocker, right? Show of hands, how many of you are in the FNAF, like, SFM music video community type deal? Show of hands. You know what? I'll do a poll. Why not? I'll do a poll. Thank you, Unfinished, but I seriously appreciate y'all looking out for me and making sure that I'm doing good. I'm doing all right. Thank you so much. Have a nice night. Let me see here. All right, here's the poll. Are you in the FNAF animation community outside of FNAF VHS stuff? There we go. I'm very, very curious. This has actually been, I've been very curious about this. About where my audience lies. I'll give that a minute to go. Is this shaded right? It is. Where is eeny, meeny, miny? Yo! Not you. You! Haha! Give me your wooden texture, please. Oh, I need to... It's almost split evenly. Looking at the poll, it's almost split evenly. All right, I'm gonna copy this, do a new material over here, and paste. What? Copy, paste. There we go. Yippee! All right. Actually, this is good. Why didn't I do this before? I can see whereabouts I'm supposed to be. Interesting. Interesting that 60-40. That's really interesting. I know that's probably just the couple people on stream, and that's fine. That's just something I've been curious about, is like whether or not people are here just cause VHS or just cause FNAF, you know what I mean? Because I don't just animate FNAF stuff. Like I also, well, I do. Sorry, let me rephrase. That was not intentional. I don't just animate like VHS stuff. I also animate like regular stuff. Let me see if I can find an example of something that I did that's actually like real. Let me find something. Oh, I can do the Lethal Company thing. I've animated a handful of Lethal Company videos before. Let me find it. I know I just posted this on in my drive. I know I just put this in my Google Drive. Do myself a favor, please. Open the Google Drive. Here it is. Here it is. Here's something I worked on before. So for those of you who are nerds like me, you would recognize this as the Rick and Morty intro. But I just spent a couple days reanimating the Rick and Morty intro, but with Lethal Company characters. I don't know. I just thought it was fun. I didn't finish it, sadly. I'd love to finish it one day. I like the font and everything. Anyway, that was a while ago. This was something I did a while ago. How do you make the realistic camera movement in your tapes? I actually recorded on my iPhone with an app called Camtrack AR. CAMTRACK AR, all one word. You have to have an Apple phone, so Android users, I'm sorry, but this is a free app that can take the camera movements of your phone, make them a data pack, and then import them to Blender as a camera, which is very, very, very helpful. You guys should absolutely check it out if you are wanting to get realistic camera movements in your stuff, because it's very, very helpful. I think there's also a new website, new app that people are doing with in regards to that sort of thing. I think there's a lot of new stuff for that. Not really sure though. I'd have to remember. I think Baddington used it for the haunted attraction, actually, if I'm not mistaken. Stretch it. I may be a little tired, but I will not stop until I finish Foxy's stage. That'll probably be where I end the stream, is once I finish modeling Foxy's stage proper, because it'll take me a minute to do, like, the curtain and everything. The curtain's gonna be so hard to do, okay? Because I don't want to do, like... Okay, I think I know how to do this. 13. Then checker deselect, then move them out. Now squish it together. Bring it over here. Ah, I love this music. Sorry, I just think it's funny. So what I can do now, take this, duplicate it, scale it up, Boolean lock to this, hide this cylinder, fast, exact, self-intersection, hole tolerant. Oh, why are you doing that thing? I hate it when you do this. I hate when you do this thing. You do this thing all the time. I hate when you do this thing. You know what? Maybe I don't use this cylinder. completely unrelated, but my apologies. I remember you saying you liked keeping up on what shinies are. You got a shiny Staryu? Oh, fantastic. Very nice. You can use that to breed a bunch of water types. You could probably get a shiny Lapras or something like that. Oh, by the way, when you get the chance, tell Joseph that we're battling when I get on and his Mineta is going down. Don't tell him why, because I'm not going to tell you why. But tell him that. He'll know what it means. Hide. Why do you always do this to me? Maybe if I... There we go. It's because it wasn't solid. Okay. Ah, that looks good. It's actually got a hole going through it now. Very, very nice. Scale this up. Hide. Very cool. If a VC starts up, I'll let it know. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Apply. Very nice, very nice, very nice. The spy has already breached our defenses. All right, let's see if I can get a little handy dandy here. Oh boy. Oh boy. Crap. You know what I could do? I could make it flatten out the bottom. Boolean. Don't clamp the override. Don't clamp her override. Again, this mesh does not have to be super pretty. In fact, it's not going to be super pretty because you know what? I don't need it to be. Cool, 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 cool. And I'll now spread this out slightly. Maybe now if I move this. Ah, I see the issue. Yes. Doesn't need to be super good. It just has to look passable. Right now, this is not. It's not nearly. These aren't smooth enough here. They're not smooth enough, Sonny. Be smooth. Unless the smooth makes it less smooth, in which case I'm going to scream. But it's alright, Johnny. No, that would probably be part of it. Okay, let's see. Hello, Axel. Now, what's going to help with selling the illusion that this is more like billowing, messed up curtains is going to be a modifier that makes it look more like curtains. Ha ha! That looks much better. Much better. Gadzooks, Batman. Gadzooks, you're right. Love that word, gadzooks. Very me word, I guess. There we go. Yeah, see? It's looking better already. What I could try... This likely won't work, but I want to try anyway. Oh, I'm in hell. This is horrible. Oh, Lord. Why did I think this would be a good idea? Oh, God. The seesaw activity immediately. All right. This is better looking anyway. There we go. Dark red. Very nice. Very, very nice. Ooh, I'm about to make a name for myself here. Okie dokie. Control Z. Control V. Curtains are looking nice. Curtains are looking very nice. I will now. Mess this up a little. All right, time to get to work. Mm-hmm. 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 Okay, I think we're getting somewhere. You know what I think would really sell this? Holes in the curtains. Ooh, spooky curtain holes. Maybe if I change the holes in the curtains. I always get confused with the geometry thing. Yeah, it'll be fine. Maybe now I could multiply a normal noise modifier here. Hmm. 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 Come on now, lads. There's got to be a combination that works best for this. And I've deleted everything. Not quite what I'm going for. Still not quite what I'm going for, but you know what? We're getting somewhere. Ah. We're almost somewhere. Ugh, come on. What if... Aha! That's the combination. When does sister location take place in your timeline? Great question. Moving on. I'm kidding. I'm trying to remember the exact... Oh. Okay, this will be a debatable way to put it, but first. Sister location comes first. Sister location is the first location in FNAF. In my idea of it. I say this because you likely won't get to see the rest of the story that I'm wanting to tell there, so I don't really feel super bad talking a little more openly in that regard. If you, I'm happy to answer follow-up questions because I know that comment seems a little silly. But static, how could it take place first? It's the sister location. How could it take place before anything else? Great question. I mean, I can answer it if you want. fix some of this mesh. I may remodel these curtains just slightly. No. I don't want to do that to myself. So, okay. To answer your question, Zomboss, sister location in my timeline is the first place that William opens. First place that William opens. First place. Have a good night, Marsha. I appreciate you stopping by. It's not like a sister location because it's not based on anything. It just is the place. If that makes sense. Okay, so for this... Yes. The characters at Freddy's are based on Circus Babies, yes. Yep. Precisely. Again, confusing, I know, but there was a thought process. A fairly logical thought process, I will say. I don't know how much I don't know how much I want to say, because if I do touch on the fun times ever again, if I ever pick up FNAF again, then I don't want to give away everything I had in mind. But yes, the fun times were first. Yes, a different way around from the main timeline. Yes. Precisely. All right, cool. Curtains are complete. Yar! All right. Now what? What should I do? What should I do now? Actually, what I wanted to do was to... Actually, looks nicer. A little nicer, actually, yeah. Hello, Jimmy. Let's see what else we got. Why is this... Wait. Oh, I didn't even want to really include this anyway. I don't want to have to keep messing with that anyway. You know what, at this point, y'all, feel free to ask me any questions that you might have about, like, my timeline or what I was thinking to fit in the event. Because everything in my series was connected. From head trauma and everything, it's like everything. I will say, the last couple... The thing is that my videos I've made so far take place so far apart from each other in a timeline that I don't really need to justify all of the actions, if that makes sense, because they happen so far apart from the other events in the story that, like, the way that they connect is not meant to be exactly clear. Do you think that if the events of FNAF 2 were removed from the main timeline, it would change anything with the story? Oh. I'm assuming you're just talking about regular FNAF with that question. I would say probably not. Probably not, I reckon. Gonna get some fun facts on the girl who was killed in tunnel vision. I gave her a name and I forgot it. Her name was just the victim for the longest time. Child victim, something like that. Let me find the original script. I gave her a name and then I immediately forgot her name. On everything that I wrote her as, it was child or child victim, so she doesn't have a name. So that's a fun fact. She was written to be killed and tortured. She was a child character who I wrote to be kidnapped and experimented on by William. She was purely made as a sacrifice, which is grim as all hell. But I mean, that's just the nature of things. That's just the nature of this game series, I guess. Wrong place at wrong time, girl. Yep. Man, she just wanted to finish her checklist, man. She was a completionist. I gotta respect it. But you know, sometimes curiosity kills the cat. And she was a cat in this situation. Alright, so we got the little gap here. A little gap here for where wires can go. We got the gross hole-covered curtains. Got the little golden curtain rods, which I was wanting. Why don't they fit? Do they really not fit? They fit here. Why don't they fit here? Is there an offset? You try my patience, child. There we go. All right, let me change the yoink. There we go. Even better. Catherine, I like cat. You know what? That's her canon name now. Why not? That's her canon name has been decided. The child victim from Tunnel Vision's name is Catherine. I doubt that will ever come up again, but her name is Catherine. If I ever touch on the aftermath of her death in another tape, like later down the line, her name will be Catherine, and you'll be able to know that you were the help with that. Jesus, that was loud. Just flying against the wall, and then there's the cutout. Okay, the curtains I'm going to convert to mesh. Join at the curtain rod. And copy. And paste. Delete, delete, delete. I like how your videos are a goofy fun time Freddy and a guy is killed and they're yeah. There's the goofy fun time Freddy video. And then the most psychologically... Did you really like head trauma that much? I really didn't think people liked head trauma that much. It didn't get as much as Well, I mean, it got like people liked it. People talked about it for a while. But people know me as the tunnel vision guy, and I feel like people forget that I ever made head trauma most of the time. Hey, I mean, I'm glad to know people are still thinking about it. Like, I never thought I thought people had kind of forgotten about that animation, to be perfectly honest. And, like, that's fair. Wasn't, like, great. Well, I mean, I will say, it's different because it was the first thing that I had made that was a proper big video. Funtime Diagnostics was just like, Funtime Freddy chases a guy, right? It was never meant to be anything more than that. I barely even wrote a script. Half of the script of Funtime Diagnostics was me ad-libbing. And that's fine. That's fine. That video wasn't supposed to be super big production or anything like that. Then I tried head trauma. I was very inexperienced, you know? I was very inexperienced for Funtime Diagnostics, and I was just slightly less inexperienced with head trauma. But I learned a lot from head trauma. I learned a lot about what not to do. I learned a lot about what not to do. Not to rush out scenes, how to hire voice actors, how to animate the camera movements, like the handheld camera and stuff, how to model environments. I learned a lot from head trauma, and I used a lot of it in in tunnel vision, which is nice. Again, it's a thing of like, I'm glad people like the videos, but at the same time, it's like, oh, why that video? You know what I mean? Like, can you like something else? Like, I mean, to be fair, to be so fair, I don't feel like that. I kind of feel like that with all my videos. I'm at this point where I still don't think that I've made a good video. And I know that's kind of weird to say, because tunnel vision has reached such a big like audience at this point, you know what I mean? But like, I really don't feel. Yeah, I'm modeling the attraction right now. I just finished working on the stage. I copied over the chest that I modeled a couple months ago. Getting some stuff done for this. Sorry, let me finish what I was saying. I'm at this point where I'm like, I don't feel like I've made anything good yet. And again, like I said, I know that's really weird to say because so many people are like, man, tunnel vision is so awesome. I love tunnel vision. Funtime Foxy is my favorite animatronic now because of tunnel vision. I'm like, great. I hate it. And it's so weird to say because tunnel vision has given me so many opportunities in my life. And I'm so glad that I made it. And I'm so glad that people enjoy it. But like, I can't enjoy my own work. You know what I mean? Sitting down and watching your own work and enjoying it is so hard. So hard to appreciate something that you made. Because all you see are the flaws. All you see are the things that you would have done differently. It's just hard. It's hard sometimes. It's hard out here, you know? And like I said, I'm so glad people enjoyed tunnel vision. If I had to do it all over again, I would make the exact same video. At the same time, it's just hard for me to enjoy the stuff that I make, you know? I enjoy your work, damn it. I mean, like, you say that, it's just not that simple. Like, if you draw a picture, right? If you're making a painting, and you spend 17 hours staring at the canvas and wondering about, like, how it's going to, like, what's going to happen next, or what you're going to paint next. And it becomes a chore. It becomes something you have to work on. You know what I mean? Like, it becomes like, becomes like, not burdenous, but like, it becomes like a project. and you stare at this canvas and you paint for hours. At the end of the day, you are very much not, it's very unlikely that you're going to sit down and look at the painting and be like, man, that's a really cool thing. Sorry, I'm getting a text message. Text back. Okay. Now imagine that it's no longer a painting, but you're spending 7 months staring at a horror short that you made. 7 months. That's how long it took me to make Tunnel Vision. 7 months. At the end of the day, I'm not going to sit down and look at something that I'm trying to scare people with and be like, I did good. I'm not going to say that, not because I don't think that I did good, but because I'm desensitized. I'm just desensitized. That's all it comes down to. I can appreciate Tunnel Vision for all the doors it's opened for me in my life and how many people enjoy it and tell me how much they enjoy it. Like, I'm really glad people like that. I'm glad people like that video. I'm really glad. But I really did. The point is that I didn't make it for me. I made it for everyone who wanted to tune in and watch it. Which is why I'm glad that people enjoy it. Because at the end of the day, it's for them. It's not for me. Thing is I have the exact opposite problem, which is where I do something that's not good and go, yup, that's enough. Like, I find it impossible to do that because I have the worst perfectionist brain of anyone I've ever met in my life. I have the absolute worst perfectionist brain I've maybe ever met in my life. I have a horrible perfectionism problem. And it's like, it's nothing I can do because, like, I can't do anything about it because, like, it's just who I am. Like, I will always look at a project like this and be like, it's not enough. Which is why, for a lot of things, I have to compromise. That also contributes to it. That's another thing. Because projects are big and complications happen, and I realize that I will never be fully happy with something, I have to make compromises. But that sucks. Because when I look at the final product, and I'm like, looking at everything that I did, all I'm going to see are the things that I didn't do. The things that I had to cheap out on, to shorten. Same thing with Tunnel Vision. Tunnel Vision had a lot of last minute things that I had to do for it. And when I went into it and I was watching the premiere, all I could see were the things that I didn't do. All the things that I wanted to do but couldn't. Same with Head Trauma. Head Trauma actually is another good example. There was a shot in Head Trauma, not just a shot, a whole scene that I cut out of Head Trauma. Because I sat down, started working on it, saw that it wasn't working and that it would take me way too long, and were like, no. Like, in Head Trauma, for those of you who watched Head Trauma, there was a scene after Sebastian leaves the mortuary and runs out into the forest. There was a scene between those two scenes that was him trying to run to his car, getting in his car, turning it on, and the corpse of Ethan being in the background. Let me find the picture. Actually. I have several renders of when this shot was being made. This. Here we go. This was very early, so he would have been here posed slightly differently, of course, and I would have done the effects better and lighting and everything. But this was gonna be what it was. He was gonna sit down with his camera. He was gonna set it up on the dash and it was gonna look in the back, and the corpse was gonna be enshrouded in shadow. And he was gonna turn on his car, and he was gonna slowly turn back around and see it, and then he was gonna scream and run into the forest. Then it was gonna cut to the shot of him running in the forest. I just cut this shot entirely because animating his movements to be so accurate and not be cheesy and stuff was so difficult. So difficult. And I realized that sitting down, it was not going to look good, and I'd rather just cut it. So I did. It saved me like weeks of work, and I posted head trauma. It also taught me the skill of compromise. So, I mean, I guess sometimes it's helpful to cut things out. But yeah, I've got a lot of old pictures of head trauma in here. I think I had something cool with head trauma. I just wish I was more experienced enough to execute it better. Because, like, head trauma was a fun project to do, and I'm really glad that I did it. I just wish that the idea had been spared for later when I was more experienced on this kind of thing, and I could have done it a little better. Because looking back on it now, I would have executed it seriously differently, but again, I'm just looking at old screenshots. Here's him in the hallway. Little raw render for y'all. I never really talk about head trauma much. I'm realizing. I guess I don't really talk about head trauma much because no one really asks me about head trauma much. I'm the tunnel vision guy. I'm the Funtime Foxy guy. Who's this Ethan character you're talking about? Because I guess head trauma is technically the worst performing video on my channel. I mean, but not by much, though. Still 720,000 views. God, that's so much. That's so many views. Oh, my God. Anyways. All right, almost done with the stage. Just 2 more things to do. Head trauma is the middle child. Head trauma is... Oh, that's so funny. Is very much the middle child. Head trauma is the project that I still have like a soft spot for, but I also don't want to talk about. That's very funny, Drew. I can't believe you made your first 3 videos the best FNAF videos I've ever seen. You know what? I appreciate that. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm glad that you think so. I'm glad that y'all... I'm glad that y'all like my stuff. I really do. It's such a treat to know that everyone really appreciates the stuff that I make, and I'm not just like preaching to the choir you hear, you know what I mean? And I'm also glad that I'm able to look back on my old videos that I made like a year and a bit ago and be like, they were really good jumping off. Tunnel vision included. Tunnel vision included. I know it's kind of seen by a lot of people as like the big thing that I did, but tunnel vision taught me more than the other 2 projects combined. Taught me about script writing, taught me about effects, about complicated VHS stuff. It taught me so much. So much. And despite all of its flaws, I wouldn't trade it for the world. Truly. Truly, truly. Rewatch Head Trauma after the stream. You know what? I really appreciate that. Like, doing streams like this and talking about my old videos and stuff, it's like... Do y'all ever go to like visit like your kindergarten and see old like drawings that you did when you were young, and your mom is like, "Oh my God, you were so talented, you were so cute," and you're sitting there and you're like, "Yeah, they're great," and it's like a stick figure drawing of a horse. That's kind of what I feel. That's kind of what I feel like with these streams. That's kind of what I feel like with these streams. Mm-hmm. 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 creepy glowing teeth. That doesn't work, but... that looks better. Okay. I've been jabbering on for too long. I've been distracted. Alright, what are the last two things I was going to do? Ah, the swords. It's actually going to replace this with a sign. A hanging wooden sign that said Pirates Cove. So I'll do that in a sec. But before that, I wanted to take a look at these because I feel like I can just... can I just reuse these? Can I just use straight up these? And copy the particle system? Really doesn't look bad, honestly. That really doesn't look bad, honestly. And if I copy the same thing I did here with the material. Oh, that really doesn't look bad. Oh, that really don't look bad. They really don't look bad, no. Not at all. Really don't look bad at all. I'm gonna keep it like this for now, and if I decide to change it later. I worry that it's a little eye-catching, but you know what? I'll save that for another day. It really doesn't look terrible. It doesn't look terrible. I'm worried the shininess of the coins may mess with the camera. Where are the coins? Where are the coins? They're outside of the session somewhere. Where are the coins? I'll have to find them in a sec. What is it called? There it is. Oh. Oh, I remember. I put them in here. That's so smart. That's so smart of me. It's so smart that I literally didn't think that I did it. How do you prepare your vocal cords for voice acting? Oh, the scene where he laughs maniacally. I really don't do anything special. If you're doing stuff like that, do yourself a favor, have water handy. Because, like, I have water right here. Oh, crap, I'm out of water. But I could do, like, a maniacal laugh right now. I'll just do it, because, like, I really don't, like, have a... I don't have, like a vocal regimen or anything. I just have, like, you know... I do things. I just, like, have a naturally, like, prepared voice for this kind of thing. Like... or something like that. Like, I don't... it doesn't really hurt my voice that much to do stuff like that. Should make a Discord server for this channel. Yeah, it's just like... I don't know. Maybe? I've thought about it, but, like... I feel like I am already struggling so much to keep up with posting teasers on, like, my community chat and, like, my Twitter and stuff that it's just like... I don't know if that's smart. Spooky laugh moment. Yeah, that's like the deeper, like I could do like the higher like Joker laugh. Well, let me think of like it's like a goblin thing almost. Sorry if that was loud. I don't know how loud that is on stream. That's embarrassing. I'm sorry. But yeah, I don't know. I've always just kind of had that. I've had a strong voice for voiceover stuff, so I love playing villains. I love being a good little villain. So, you know. Let's see. No, it doesn't really match. Okay. Let's see here. So the piles of gold are now done. The only thing that actually that's very good for me now. So now the only thing that I wanted to do was the sign that said Pirates Cove and maybe scatter a few gems on the floor, like some big gems. How would I do a Michael Afton voice? Josie Okerlord said, Static will roll up in a VC and just do a voice for like an hour for no reason. That's how good he is at doing this stuff. I'm sorry you have to deal with me, Josie. I'm very, very sorry. But yes, that is true. I find myself just drawn to doing voices and stuff. I've always kind of been the goofy voice guy for a lot of intents and purposes. And I've always just enjoyed voice acting stuff, so like it was kind of just a natural next step for me to just put myself in projects. How would I do a Michael Afton? How would I do a Michael? Like canon Michael Afton? Be like, Father, it's me, Michael. I did it. I put her back together. Or something like that. Obviously, I'd probably pitch my voice down some, but yeah, that's kind of the bit. And don't worry, friends. I will have some upcoming roles in both my FNAF 2 tape and both my upcoming FNAF 2 tape and this my FNAF 3 movie. I'll actually be playing the same character in both, interesting enough. I appreciate it, y'all. Thank you. Wonder how it's going to turn out. Me too. Me too. Yeah, we got some gems laying around now. Bring back Zap Brannigan. Oh, you don't want that. Don't put that idea in my head. What if I'm just testing this stuff out because I never really work with particle effects. I don't know how this works. You know what? It looks good, and it's not, and we're not going to be focusing on it too much, so it's going to look cool no matter what. See what I mean about compromising? I would never be okay with something like this, like, a while ago. Ooh! That's what I should do. That is what I should do. Hold on. Idea time. Noise modifier. Black. This to the alpha. Perfect. Can I eat a coin? You know what? The past 3 tapes have been breakfast, lunch, and dinner because I cooked. I mean, I definitely think I burned the edges on a couple of those dishes, but I mean, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank you. I appreciate the sentiment nonetheless. Bro, why are you doing this to me? Why aren't you showing me your show me your potential, please? Show it to me. All right. Because what I would like to do, mix color, multiply a gradient with this color ramp. Here we go. Nope. Come on, please. That works. That works a lot, actually. Perfect. How do you feel about content creators viewing your content? I don't care. I love it. I love seeing videos of my stuff. I always really appreciate when, like, creators go out of their way to look at my stuff, because I think that's so cool. It's such a privilege. It really is. To see people who are genuinely interested in my stuff. It's so sweet. I love it. Especially when it's a content creator that I've followed since I was literally a child. Like Daco and Vapor and that kind of stuff. I'm so thankful for all of them. I'll never forget the day. I'll never forget the day. This is a core memory for me. This is literally a core memory for me. So I was on a class trip to Colorado or something. I was on a class trip and I pulled out my phone because I got a notification from YouTube, and I look, and the title of the video was "What Happened After the Bite of 83 - FNAF VHS Head Trauma," and I practically had a heart attack. I practically had a heart attack that Daco had seen something that I had made, and he made a full 12-minute thing about it. I mean, the top comment is literally me saying, "I'm speechless. Lewis, thank you so much for this. Being able for my content to reach you has been a dream of mine." Because it's true. I was absolutely blown away. So yes, I love content creating. And it doesn't have to be someone big. It's become like a pastime of mine to find small channels that have reacted to my work and watch their reactions. Because watching people react to tunnel vision is so funny. It's so fun. I love it so much. I love watching people react to tunnel vision. It's so funny. Oh my god, it's so funny. What the hell? Oh, I see the issue. I see the problem here. Boink. There we go. Now we good. All right. Last thing I want to make. Have you seen the teaser for Secrets of the Mimic? I absolutely have. And it looks fantastic. I'm very excited. I'm very, very excited. We're going to be eating good this year. We've been eating great the last several years, to be perfectly honest. Last year we had Ruin, which was fantastic. The movie, which was really cool. We got Tunnel Vision. No, I'm kidding. What was I doing? Ah, yes, the wooden sign. I really appreciate this, y'all. I say it a lot, but I really appreciate everyone who comes out to the stream. I don't care if it's one person or two person or 12 people. I really appreciate y'all coming out and watching me, supervising me and humoring me as I make these silly little videos. Helps motivate me. It really does. Just to have that watching eye over me, I really, really appreciate it. I truly do. And I don't think I express that enough, so thank you, everyone. I really appreciate it. I'm trying to do, like, chalk writing, or almost. Trying to make it messy, but at the same time legible. I feel like, okay. What the crap? What is happening? Curse Forge, why are you opening now? Shut up! There we go. What if someone tried to recreate the Bite of 87 with the chest in your version of Faz? Oh, sorry. I completely brain farted. I don't know what you were trying to say. The chest is the Bite of 87. Hey, I mean, there's some creative people out there. I like how random Static will randomly be talking normal and then randomly switches to a British evil sounding guy that goes back to normal. I mean, that's just who I am. This is who I am. Just a quirky little quirked up white boy, I guess. I suppose. I appreciate you all for tolerating the endless shenanigans that I bring to the streams. If you had to make the Bite of 83, but without stressing... Wait, let me expand the chat so I can actually read that full message. Hold on. If you had to make the Bite of 83, but without stressing yourself out, if that's even possible. Could you elaborate on what you mean? Just so I know exactly what you're trying to say. Because I don't know if you're asking about me making like a tape. Like a Bite of 83 tape or something like that. Static has been the mimic this whole time. I mean, I'm not saying I'm not Gregory, but like, I'm Gregory. Or as I've said before, I am Gregory. My cover's been blown. All my secrets have been unveiled. Some would say the secrets of the mimic. No way. Holy shit. Oh yeah, VHS. Like, are you asking if that's ever going to be a possibility? Because, nah. I don't think I'll ever do a Bite of 83 thing. It's just so overused, I feel, in the VHS scene, is that specific event. There's so many much more interesting events like that I could cover that I'm just like, why even bother? Something like this could be cute. If it's supposed to be just like kind of crude, childish-esque drawing. Like the skull and crossbones is too much. Just align the text more. Oh yeah, I like this. Cool. Copy and paste. Like you making it without stressing yourself. If it's possible, you should do it. Mm-hmm. False alarm, the security breach has been ruined. Pity. What a pity. I am Gregory. What a pity. I am the mimic, and I have many secrets. Oh, no, spoilers. Don't scan that QR code. Oh, God. You know, I mean, I guess I could let y'all be. Here, I'll flash it up for like 1 second. If you can somehow scan that QR code, you can see the quirky little thing that I'm doing right now. Okay, this is annoying me. Unwrap, please. How is that the smart way to... Oh my god, whatever. I mean, I guess I can just do this. There we go. Dun, 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 dun. Now mix, multiply with crap. Oh, I see the issue. There we go. I think that's looking pretty dang nice. We got ourselves a sign. Or at least a sign that I'm going to be working on next. That I'm going to be, like, changing and stuff. Yeah, that works. I've almost been streaming for 3 hours. Oh, good lord. I can't believe there's still people here. I can't believe it. I appreciate it. Don't get me wrong. I'm just surprised. I assumed I would have left a long time ago. Really appreciate y'all sticking around, though. It's been very fun. I've very much enjoyed this. This has been a very, very productive evening. This music's going hard. Oh, switching it up. Oh. In the canon timeline, I thought you were asking about my timeline. In the canon timeline, yeah, probably. In my timeline, FNAF 2 takes place around modern Chuck E. Cheese era. So whenever the Carousel Project comes out and you see, like, modern things, don't be alarmed. Don't be alarmed. I know what I should have been doing. What am I doing? I'm so stupid. Should be using a color copy of it. Ah, that darkens it. Nope, not like that. That helps for sure. See, the thing is it's still really not dark enough for me. Oh, you know what will help? I know it will help. Have your stream on in the background while I painstakingly trying to figure out how to brew vitamins for my mons, keeping me sane. You know what? I'm glad I can help you out, bro. I'm glad I can help you out. I love that. Looks like it's been carved in with a hook almost. That was a very good idea. I like this a lot. And I could do, if I wanted to, do like this sort of thing. Just have like gashes and stuff. I wonder if this will, if that will show properly. I'm curious. Let me catch up with chat. Hold on. Maybe if you can add static react. What would you want the sequel to the FNAF movie to be? To clarify, you mean what do I want to see from the FNAF movie? Just clarify for me that that is what you're asking, because I want to make sure I'm not crazy. Who needs sanity when you have Sun, the best character? Okay. Bold of you to make that claim when you're so wrong. No, I'm kidding. I don't care. Sun is a good character. Is he one of the best? Yeah. Is the bar awfully high? No. He's cool. Don't get me wrong. He's very cool. But the bar for being a good character in Security Breach was very low. So to be perfectly fair, like it really doesn't matter if you're super cool. Yeah, I like it a lot. And this is coming from someone who met Kellen Goff like just the other day. But you know what I mean. Like Sun is a good character, but it's very hard. Oh, like story-wise. Oh, okay. Story-wise, what do I want to see in the second FNAF movie? Story-wise. Well, I want to see... Well, obviously, Springtrap's coming back. I always come back. Because Matthew Lillard's in the show, obviously. I really am glad. So if you haven't been keeping up on Twitter, they've been posting for the past couple days, actually. They've been posting teasers of the designs for the Withered animatronics and the toy animatronics for the second movie. Number one, they look phenomenal, obviously. Jim Henson Puppet Workshop was never going to do them wrong. But the Withereds are not going to be direct copies of... You met what? Yeah, I met Kellen Goff the other day. I talked about this, right? Did I not talk about this? I met him at a convention, got to talk to him for a little bit. One of my friends helped him on a con tour a couple months ago. Sorry, Vandal. I'm getting to your comment. I'm sorry. There was a question. I was trying to think about what you were saying, and I was trying to answer someone else. Because you are correct. It's a lot taken. I'm trying to think about it. But yes, sorry. I met Kellen Goff, and I got to get a signed print from him. That was fun. Met Richard Horvitz while I was there. Met Brandon Rogers. I met Keith David while I was there. My girlfriend got to meet Danny Elfman. That was fun. But yeah, it was cool. It was cool. It was a very, very fun con. I got to meet a lot of really talented people. Got to wear my William Afton costume. It was very, very fun. Very fun. I hope to go to more. It was my first proper con, and I would love to go to more, but there's not a lot in Central Texas, so Kellen does a phenomenal Sans. He does, doesn't he? He does. You're talking about that one short film, right? Dinner with Sans or whatever the crap it's called. So good. He really just doesn't quit. He can't lose. He does so good with this stuff. It's honestly impressive. He is a commendably fantastic voice actor. Love Kellen. Ooh, looking very nice. Very, very nice. Sorry, so Vandal, to get back to what you were saying, I'm very confused as to what you're asking me because your original question didn't make much sense. Looking very nice. I like this a lot. I like the scratches. I like this a lot. So what I need here, though, what I need is 2 holes. I'm very glad it looks like wood because that is the goal. Do-do-do. Oh god, I made a mistake. 0.65. If there's a mentally unstable character, it's probably voiced by Kellen. Or me. It's voiced by Kellen or me. You know what? Whatever. Whatever. You want to be stubborn? Fine. Anyway, what was I saying? Well, I was saying something important and I cannot recall. Oh yeah, just about Kellen being a great voice actor. Yeah, we all know he is. He's great. And it was adding on to my question. Oh, that makes so much sense. I was trying to track all of Vandal's messages as one coherent thought, and I was like, what? I did not understand what you were... Oh, that makes so much sense. Vandal, I am the worst at reading chat. I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. I hope you can forgive me. Looks like if Woody the Woodpecker carved it. You know what? If I could have gotten him to, I would have. But he's pretty busy these days, movie deals and whatnot. I may know a guy who knows a guy, but it probably won't happen. I'm gonna be honest, every time you do it. That is what I'm doing! I do sound like Seuss, do I? That was what I was trying. I was trying to sound like Seuss. Because that was a line he says at some point, whenever he's like starting to take his pants off or something. I don't remember what the clip is, but he says like do do do. Oh, that's so funny. I didn't think anyone was gonna catch that I was doing that. I hated that when you saw it's coming out in 2025. What? Which is coming out in 2025? A lot of things that I'm following right now are coming out in 2025. A lot of FNAF stuff's coming out in 2025. So help me out. Wait, what specifically are we talking about here? Because Secrets of the Mimic is coming out 2025. FNAF 2 movie is coming out in 2025. Which is hype. Now I just need some chains. Chains. Do-do-do. Do-do-do. Sure are a lot of stars out tonight, Mr. Pines. I love Seuss so much. He's like the peak of animated side characters. He really is like the best written side character out of like... The fact that they were able to take on a story about an absentee father in a Disney Channel show is absolutely crazy. I cannot believe that that was actually... I can't believe that that Disney allowed them to dedicate a full episode about Seuss's as absentee father. I can't believe that. It's so good. Like, I can't believe that Disney finally, like, let their... Like, we're kind of like, they were a little less sensitive about it. And we're like, yeah, this is a thing that they should talk about. It's so cool. I love Seuss. Gravity Falls, man. So good. It's what got me into like ARG and stuff. Which is funny because I'm going to be making my own ARG to promote something wicked, actually. Hope you will all watch out for that when that comes out. That would be very fun. Oh, dudes, I just totally killed that fairy. I love that one, too. I can't even say any of his lines without laughing because they're just peak comedy. So good. This looks like crap, but you know what? It's fine. It's the start of a great thing. The start of something great often starts with being crap. Someone quote me on that. That's a good quote. Yep, ARG time. That was actually part of the picture I had up here earlier. The poster? That is not a poster. Also not a poster. Also not the where's the poster? Help me out, please. Plus, that is a bear. That is not the poster. That is another poster that's not the right poster. Help me out. Why are you not here? Please. Here we go. This will be part of it. May I ask once more what you want for the story of the sequel? Sorry, horrible brain getting distracted. Yes, you absolutely can, and I will answer. I'm really hoping Springtrap comes back in a good way and people are able to accept it. I'm really hope that the withered animatronics are done justice. I hope. Okay, so I'll stop saying what I hope and what I want for the story. I want Michael to. I don't want him to take the job at Juniors because that doesn't make any sense. Like after what I don't want it to be like a. I saw you went into retirement, Mike, but we need you. You're the only one who understands these things. And then he goes to the. Like, I guess that's probably the only realistic way they can get him back to the FNAF location without just completely making no sense of the story. But I feel like that can kind of be overplayed. I want Vanessa back. I want Abby back. I want Corey Kenshin. I want Corey Kenshin there because I think that'd be hilarious. I love Corey. I would love Mark to be in there if their schedules align. Lord, let schedules align. That'd be so good. I want Markiplier in the movie, please. I want the Wizards. I want there to be a lot more done to personify the souls. Not so much that it makes them not scary, but enough that it makes us actually feel bad when we get stuff about their death. I want it to be, like, obviously it's not going to be rated R, because I can never have any fun. But I would love for them to really, really push the PG-13 rating. Because they kind of do, but not like making a PG-13 horror movie is already pushing it in and of itself. Because like PG-13 is not a genre made for horror, just not. So I mean, I guess I just want them to try and make it scary. Whatever story they tell, I want them to make it scary. Zoom in on the QR code, pretty please. There you go. Whoever sees this, y'all gotta promise me you won't share this around, obviously, but there you go. Ah, some of you are actually able to scan the QR code. Very nice. Too bad it's gone. Gone forever, or at least until the ARG comes out. Corey could drive Springtrap to the FNAF 2 location. Somehow I feel like that's in character. Not only is it in character for Corey to do that, but it's in character for William to Uber to his next victim. So if you are scanning that, that is the custom model that I have had done for this movie. I will not show the full body. No. That is reserved for later teasers. And I know I've already kind of shown it already because it was in the animated teaser on YouTube, but shh. We don't talk about that. Ooh, that fits like a snug glove. All right, perfect. You cannot see anything. You cannot see a thing. Okay. Gonna have to fix this. The QR code is a picture of... Yeah, sorry, a picture of what? That's what I thought. It ain't a picture of nothing. Ain't a picture of nothing, no how. Why are you so frustrating, Wood? Help me to not be mad at you. Maybe if I do this? Oh. That helps, actually. Hey, at least y'all don't know where that picture is from or how it relates, so I'm not mad about it. see here. What in the crap? What is all... What did I grab? Oh. Yeah, that explains a lot. TV reminds me of Joy of Creation because of the static and the T. Yeah. It's based. Love Joy of Creation. Love it so much. Love Joy of Creation. If you haven't checked out Joy of Creation, the demo is in fact free on Steam right now. Go give it a look. Give it some of your time. It's absolutely worth it. And the original is actually out on Game Jolt, isn't it? This game's free. Did you do the Scott Cawthon thing where you hit something in the image and you can only reveal it by... Sadly, not for this image. No. I plan to for others, but not for this image. No. I definitely will be doing that, though. The ARG comes to fruition. And of course that's way later down the line, so we're not going to stress too much about it right now. Okay. Almost looks how I want it to, but it's still not. You know what? I think that looks nice, especially from afar, just walking around. What do y'all think? What are we thinking? Looking good on Pirates Cove? What do you think was in the box? It probably was some robot human thing. I think it realistically has to be. Because that's like the only thing that like makes any sense. Sorry, I lost my train of thought while responding to a text. I think it only makes sense for it to be a thing with like a robot kid or something, because that would make sense why he wouldn't want to continue that, because of all of the Gregory is a robot crap from Security Breach. That would be like a reason he wouldn't want to continue that, because he doesn't want to feed that idea anymore. Makes sense to me, at least. I don't know. Some people say Lolbit's other band would be Trollbit. I feel like Lolbit herself is already a bit of a troll. Man, I had a lot of ideas for different sister location characters. I would have loved for y'all to see my Ennard idea. Too bad I'm abandoning you. Okay. Maybe one day you'll see what I had in mind for Ennard. Because it's not just a body, let me tell you. Because there's a little of me inside everybody, and it is almost 10 o'clock. Goodness gracious. I have now been streaming for over 3 hours. You know what? I am proud of what we got done. I'm proud of the conversations we had, and I am very happy to, I think, wrap up the stream there. I'll wrap up the stream here, you know? I gotta get myself some dinner. Thank y'all so much for coming out. I really, really appreciate how many people stopped by and all the support and all the stuff. I very, very much appreciate. So thank you all very much for coming to the stream. And I'll be streaming again several times this week, I'm hoping. Getting some stuff done. Probably similar hours, like later in the day. But yeah, I very much appreciate you guys. Thank you for coming out. Thank you for monitoring me, I suppose. And yeah, well, you all have a fantastic night. And thank you all so much for stopping by. Thanks for stopping by. If you know where that quote is from, let me know. But anyway, have a good night, everyone. Thank you so much.